Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, the Wadi Yahweh, the Wadi Yahweh Shai, Hallelujah, Hallelujah, Hallelujah. In the name of Yahweh Shai, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honesty, elect elders of Israel everywhere. Strong salutation to you, brothers out there that labor in sound doctrine and sincerity. Yahweh Shema Shai, Barakatha to the elect, and peace, blessing, salutation to the house of David, the elect. Kaloy Allah here of the Israelite Calvary. And the title of this video it's going to be Milk Mondays, Respect Your Elders. Alright? Milk Mondays, Respect Your Elders. And I'm going to kick it off with this. And this issue not the milk. This is basic understanding. Alright? Now, you got a saying in the Jake, in the saying goes, in Jake, Jake community, respect your elders, man. People joke around with that, but that's actually in the Bible. You gotta respect your elders, man. It's a commandment. All right, so I'm gonna get this. This is Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 32. Thou shalt rise up before the hoary head. All right. Now the hoary head is what? All right. The hoary is going, meaning gray, white. Grayish white. All right. Thou shalt rise up. Now, what does that mean? Rise up. Essentially, it means respect. Thou shalt rise up before the hoary head and honor the face of the old man. All right. And fear thy God. I am the Lord Yahweh. Right. So the Most High is putting emphasis, and this is a separate verse, right? Nothing more, nothing less. The Most High is putting emphasis on showing respect to the elder, man, because essentially, because the elder has their own glory, which is supposed to be wisdom, right? The hoary head represents wisdom. The gray head, the white hair, you get that glory of the elder. All right, this is Proverbs 16:31. The hoary head is a crown of glory, if it be found in the way of righteousness. Right, read it again. Somebody, because people may, but nah, this is what it's saying. Proverbs 16:31. The hoary head, right, the gray head, right? The hoary head is a crown of glory, right? If it be found in the way of righteousness, right? So you have, men with hoary head, and they wise, in righteousness, right? That's glory, man. And going back to that commandment, man, you gotta respect that, because essentially, whether you know it or not, that's the Most High. The Most High is got the pure wool, man. The scriptures describe Yahweh Shai hair white as snow. Now, the Most High is considered the Ancient of Days. Now, do you think, right? What does it mean, the Ancient of Days? He said outside the Ancient of Days to sit. He had the hoary head. He had the hoary head, man. Right? Though the Most High is youthful. Now, you can be youthful with a hoary head. The hoary head is a crown of glory, which represents wisdom. Now, to get that, because it talks about wisdom, the glory of old men. Right? You have the glory of a young man. This is Proverbs 20:29. The glory of young men is their strength, and the beauty of old man is the gray head. Right. So that's plain term. All right. And in plain terms, right? Surface level value. Simply put in the text. I got another word for it, but I can't. For some reason, I can't even think of it. But I always be saying it all the time. When it's there, put, playing upon tables, man. It's right there. The Most High put it right in the text. Right? Proverbs 20:29. The glory of young man is their strength, and the beauty of old man is the gray head. Right? The gray head. Because that represents wisdom, man. That's why it says it'll be done in righteousness. Right? Let's see here. Because the Most High is a commandment to respect the elders. The old man. Essentially elders. Right? Essentially elders. The men with the hoary heads, man. Okay? Alright, let me see here. Check this out right here. Check this out. This is Sirach chapter 6, verse 32. My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught. Right? And if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. And if thou bow thy ear, thou shalt be wise. Right? Stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise. Right? Because whether you know it or not, that hoary head represents that the final season, man. Of a year that, pretty much the elders, man, they didn't live their life. They was already in the position you was in, man. From, they was your age before. Right? Maybe not in the same time frame, maybe not the same timeline, but they was your age before, you see. And so they have their own experiences, which experience mean to try out. That's how you get wisdom, from actually doing things, trying it, whether you succeed or fail, you get wisdom. Right, verse 34, stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, Salakia. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee. If thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him. Let thy foot wear the steps of his door. Let thy mind be upon the ordinance of the Lord, and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thy heart and give thee wisdom at thy own desire. Right? And this is why because the Most High loves his people. This is why the Most High is telling his men or his people to hearken unto first and foremost, respect the elder and honor the elder, man. Right? Because for one, all right, it's gonna show, it's gonna show all around it's gonna show grace, right? Humility, which is all accepted of the Lord, and it's holy, it's right, and it's in order. Because again, like my grandmother always used to say on my mom's side, like she'll say, like as far like she'll like say equal, like equals, like such and such, they not equal, it's like as far as like an adult with children and stuff, or she'll say different age groups or whatever. That's not, not such and such, not equal, whatever. It's levels. So point I'm making is, you an elder and a young person, right? And a young person can be anybody that's not an elder. You know, I don't want to get into specific age group, but a young person can be anybody that doesn't have a hoary head, right? Right? Anybody that does not have a natural hoary head. You're a young person, right? I don't care. You're young. You're not an elder. In this sense, you're not an elder. Because you don't got all the life experiences. You know? You know that, which the hoary head, that's why it says, if done in righteousness, the hoary head is supposed to be a badge of honor. So when somebody like me, a young person, come to you, right? You're a library. You're what's the word? I want to say composition. What's the word? I don't even want to say thesaurus. I wanted to say something else. Concordance. That's another word I want to say. But essentially, you're a library, right? It's another word I can't fucking think of it. So like, I can't think of it right now. But the elder supposed to be a library, especially with the hoary head. That's a badge of wisdom, a badge of honor, a badge of showing of experience. So it's a commandment of the Lord for a young person. You have to respect that elder. Period. And essentially, you gotta respect elders all around. It don't matter if because the scripture don't say the hoary head that's wise and righteous. Nah, you gotta respect your elders. Period. Right? There's no condition on that commandment in the law. Now, there is we just read that proverb that says the hoary head is glory if done in righteousness. You see, so. But knowing the differences and understanding the meanings behind why is good, right? Yeah. Let me see here. Get another scripture. I'm gonna go back to that. Okay. Or Proverbs 1. All right, Proverbs 1:5. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. My son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother, for they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head, and chains about thy neck. My son, if sin is enticed thee, consent thou not. And it's, essentially your first teachers is your father and your mother, right? And they supposed to bring you up in the laws of the Most High and teach you. And they the ones. And I mean, naturally, that's how you know how people got a zeal for the Most High, but not according to knowledge. Because I mean, it's naturally in the Israelite family. Jake family. I know Judah. Judah for sure, to respect your elders. What the famous saying, act like you got some home training, right? So and if you act like you ain't got no home training, you get like if Jake go to school being bad, disrespecting teachers and adults and whatnot, or you wherever you at in public and you ain't showing home training, you're not showing manners, right? You're gonna get chastised, man. Plain and simple, you're gonna get corrected, right? And it's gonna be, respect goes a long way. And that's essentially what the Most High is putting in the commandment. So I'm gonna read that again, and I'm gonna go back to Proverbs because I wanted to make a point there, right? Leviticus 19:32. Thou shalt rise up before the hoary head and honor the face of the old man. Fear thy God. I am the Lord Yahweh. Right, and the Most High. This is how you know our God is a righteous power, a righteous God. Because that's what I want to say. That's order, man. All right, you're not. When I pick it back off, like my grandma say, with equals, and dealing with equals, because basically my my uncle used to be dealing with basically playing me and my cousins and stuff, like playing like we like he our age or something, playing with us, basically like not being being an adult, but not being an adult like some like trying to be cool and whatnot. It's a time and place for everything. You can't play with kids all the time. You gotta be an adult. You gotta put kids in their place. Or you can't be hanging around, just talking to kids, your nieces and nephews like they your friends, like one of your homeboys or whatnot. That's what my grandma was getting at, basically. But essentially, she right. The elder generation to the younger generation, it's levels, and like elders, the top generation, the elders, as far as wisdom, they have the physical badge of wisdom. You gotta respect. You gotta understand. You not on their level. Y'all not on the same level, and they your elder for a reason. They're been here longer than you. They've been walking longer than you. That's the and that's the context I got from my grandmother. As far as like the equal. She say they not equal, or what I'm saying. She right. Our uncle wasn't not equal. He was our elder, or uncle, superior. Okay. But it's imperative to respect the elders, man, because they got the wisdom. They been where you trying to go, right? Proverbs 1:5. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain to wise counsel. Right? I'm gonna jump down to verse 8. My son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother. Right? And that's one of the things it says. My son, hear the instruction. Hear the instruction. And verse 5 is attain to God's counsel. And that's essentially what the elders are for, man. To give you instruction and give you wise counsel, man. Right? Give you instruction and give you wise counsel. Proverbs 19:20. Hear counsel and receive instruction. And the counselors, who should be counselors? Elders. Right? Nobody should be in a counseling position if they ain't got no experience, man. All right? Proverbs 19:20. Hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end. There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord, that shall stand. Right? And as far as somebody being in a position, they should be qualified, equipped. Their senses should be fully exercised. They should have a hoary head. They should have the badge already. Right? Check this out. Sirach 7:14. Use not many words in a multitude of elders. And that goes into respect. Right? Understand you're not equal with them. Right? Don't be talking, you know what I'm saying? When you're around elders, man, you gotta show respect and honor. You say a few words, they ask you something, make it quick, make it good and quick, pretty much. Because you don't know shit. You ain't got nothing to say. All right, Sirach 7:14. Use not many words in a multitude of elders, and make not much babbling when thou prayers. Right now, don't be all over the place when you coming with our petitions to the Most High. Right. Sirach 8. Sirach 8 and 6. Dishonor not a man in his old age, for even some of us wax old. Right. That's why you respect the elder, man. Verse 7. Rejoice not over thy greatest enemy being dead, but remember that we die. That's that's different. That's not what I want. According to the topics, right? Despise not the discourse of the wise, right? But acquaint thyself with their proverbs, for of them thou shalt learn instruction, and how to serve great men with ease. Miss not the discourse of the elders, for they also learned of their fathers. Right, like I was saying, they, at some point in time, they were your age. Gotta remember that, man. And of them thou shalt learn understanding, and to give answer as near required. Right, so we all right, were at a certain age at a certain time. Right, just the elders, they in this lifetime, they already been there before. They already been there, before you. Plain, simply put. All right, so again, man, you gotta respect your elders, man. For all you Israelites coming into the truth, all right, disrespecting any elder, right? Any elderly man, any elderly woman is not cool. Israelite. We're not even dealing with the other nations. All right, but our people, man, you ain't. Read that again. Leviticus 19, right? Read that again. Leviticus 19 and 32. Thou shalt rise up before the hoary head and honor the face of the old man, right? So what does that look like? So, it can look, in different situations, it can look differently. All right. If you're meeting the elder, if you're sitting down, you get up, right? You get up and you greet, you show respect. You're walking in somewhere, elders, you speak. If an elder conversating with you, you make sure you answer them. You're not being disrespectful. You're not just ignoring them. They talking to you, just ignoring them, or you might have an attitude with them. There's so much shit out there. You see people like disrespecting elderly people and stuff, right? You gotta respect elders, man. You really gotta show reverence. Essentially, the Most High is getting to show the elders reverence, right? And this is any elder, right? This not dealing with because you got elders that's not really hoary-headed and different things, which an elder can be a leader, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the hoary-head. We're talking about the old man. We're talking about the man that lived his life. You gotta respect your elders, man. And that goes a long way. And you can't just because you might think you know more than, because you're in the truth, you think you may know more than him. That don't mean you can disrespect him. Because if you do, you're sinning, and that's not of the Most High. Right? So you gotta keep that in mind. So keep that in mind, Israel. This has been Nuke Mondays. To conclude the video with that, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh Bashima Shah Bashim Kakradash. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. All right. And Yahweh Bashima Shah Bashim for Lek. Salakia. My tongue tied. And Shalom Select. Shalom.